Hey everyone, Fierce Technology here. What I have here is 3 generations of iPhone. I've got the iPhone 3GS, got the iPhone 4, and I've got the iPhone 4S. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you a little bit of differences, comparisons between each of these phones, so you kind of understand what the differences are, right? There's 3 generations of iPhones. You kind of want to know which one should I get. If I have one of them, should I upgrade to another one? So hang tight and I'll show you some of the differences. First things first, I'm going to do a physical comparison spec. So what I'm going to do is lock each of these down here, and I'm going to show you the physical ways of each of the phone. So iPhone 4 and iPhone 4S obviously very similar. As far as weight goes, the iPhone 4S is slightly heavier as far as grams. The iPhone also 4S white one is slightly thicker. It's about 9.5 millimeters thick compared to 9.3 millimeters on the iPhone 4. And then we've got the iPhone 3GS, which is slightly bigger than that. So I'll show from the top view, trying to align them as much as I can here. So you can see the more flat shape on the iPhone 4 and 4S compared to the curvature shape on the 3GS. And there's the side, and the side there as well. Okay, so one thing I'm going to tell you though is the iPhone 3G, 3GS, 3G basically runs on the 3G network. This is the iPhone 4 and the iPhone 4S. They don't have G beside it because they're actually not running on 4G. A lot of people think that the iPhone 4 and 4S run on 4G, but they don't actually run on 4G. The iPhone 3GS actually runs on 3G, and these ones also do run on 3G speeds. iPhone 4S slightly faster in those speeds, but keep that in mind. iPhone 4, iPhone 4S, not 4G. They are only 3G speeds or HSPA+. As far as processors go, the iPhone 3GS runs on an 800 MHz Cortex A8 processor. The iPhone 4 runs on an Apple A4 1 GHz processor, and then we've got the new Apple iPhone 4S running on the A5 dual-core processor from Apple. Screen size wise, we've got a 3.5-inch screen, 400 by 320. We've got a 3.5-inch screen, which is 960 by 640. And we've got the same screen on the 4S, which is also the 960 by 640. These both run on the Retina display, and we've got the standard display on the iPhone 3GS. Just so you know, all 3 of these phones are eligible for the iOS 5 update. So if you haven't already updated your 3GS or your Apple iPhone 4, you can do so because they do run on the iOS 5 update. You can't have the Siri feature though, which is the voice activated service, which on the iPhone 4S you can have. So these ones just have your standard voice activated dialing and all that, but it's not the true Siri feature. So as you can see, I've got all of these phones running on the iOS 5. That's just one of the new features that the iOS 5 does. Obviously all 3 of these phones are Wi-Fi enabled. The iPhone 4 and the iPhone 4S do run on B, G, and N, whereas the iPhone 3GS runs on wireless B and G. There's no wireless N, as wireless N at the time that 3GS came out was kind of a new thing, wasn't really released yet. All these phones have really nice cameras on them. So we've got the iPhone 3GS running a 3 megapixel camera. There's no flash on the camera. We've got the iPhone 4 running a 5 megapixel camera with a flash, the LED flash there, and then we've got the iPhone 4S now running with the nice 8 megapixel camera with the flash on there. Video quality, we've got VGA on the 3GS, we've got the 720p HD video on the 4, and now we've got the actually really nice 1080p HD video on the 4S. Battery size wise now, we've got a 1219 milliamps battery on here, and we've got a 1420 and 1420 milliamps, so battery slightly bigger in the 4 and the 4S. 4 and 4S do run on the same battery though. As far as battery life goes, we've got an estimated time of about 8 hours on the 4S, about 6.5 on the 4, and about 5.5 on the 3GS. This is just like a recommended battery life as far as like a talk time goes. It's not standby time. Keep in mind that even though this is the recommended time, the time does vary quite a bit. So you might find that some days you're getting a lot more battery life on your 4S or a lot more on your 3GS, whatever. But battery life is very dependent. It's really hard to determine the exact battery life on a phone. It's really dependent on what you're using it for. So we do have front-facing cameras also on the 4 and the 4S, which you can do the FaceTime type chat. No front-facing camera on the 3GS. So that's kind of it. I mean, if you're going to go with each of these phones, those are all those differences there that I have named. I mean, between the 4 and the 4S, they're very similar phones as far as physically and as far as what they can do. If you've got the money to spend for the 4S, go for the 4S. A really great phone. But if you've got a 3GS looking to do an upgrade or whatnot, maybe go for a 4. I mean, if you can't afford to do the 4S, the 4 is still a great phone, still a great value now since everyone's getting rid of their 4s, going for a 4S. So there you have it. That's kind of my little comparison between each of these phones. So iPhone 3GS, iPhone 4, iPhone 4S. Take your pick. I'd love to hear in your comments below what you think of all three of these phones. Also, please subscribe to me. I've got a ton more reviews coming. And if I was helpful in this video, give me a thumbs up. Thanks a lot, guys.